everyone. I'm here. I'm live. This room sounds a little echoey, so I apologize. I can't seem to get it right, but I'm working on it. Every time I come on and do a video, there's a little bit of a change. Hopefully the computer's not wobbly tonight. That's a change. But hello. Hello, Australia. Hi, everyone in the US, UK, Africa. Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a great weekend. It's a holiday weekend here in the US because we have 4th of July coming. And if you live in one of those areas where you're allowed to have firecrackers, you're already cracking. The cracking has already started. So welcome, Saltines. Hello, everyone. If you're new, my name's Audrey. This is my YouTube channel. I am a psychic medium. And I go by the name Salty, the Salty Psychic, because I'm a little salty. I am. My husband's like, how do you come up with this stuff? Like in your show yesterday, he's like cracking up. I'm like, I don't know. It just comes out. It just comes out. It's inside. It's got to come out at some time. So I save it for you guys. So I'm salty. You know, this is what the world is, needs a little salt spread around. Hi, Deborah. Suzanne is here. Smiley face made it from Canada. So I can feature, I'm on new software. If you can see, I think it's over here. It says StreamYard. It's either there or here. I don't know, but it says StreamYard. So I'm using this software right now. So it gives me a little fluff, some extra stuff I can do. So we're going to play around with it today during the live show. We're going to go watch a video clip together live because I thought if I can show you guys the best bits of a clip from, for example, from a murder case or anything, it's going to save you hours and hours of trying to find the information that I've been talking about or other YouTubers have been talking about. I can just give you the quick clip. You know what I'm saying? It's like footnotes. You can come to my channel, get your footnotes. You'll be in the know. Then you can be in conversations with everyone and talk about everything because you'll know everything because I'm going to tell you the most important bits. And if someone doesn't believe you, then you tell them to come see me on my channel. Hi, Mary Ellen. Yay. So I have to get, this is just some blah, blah. I have to get another monitor. Right now I'm on the new laptop, which I'm glad to have a laptop again after killing my last one. The lighting's a little better in here, but I still need another monitor because I have to go here and then here and here and here. It's too difficult doing it on one screen. So basically I need a second screen over here so that I can bring up the videos and clips and stuff to show you guys more professionally. So we'll be a little unprofessional for a little bit. That's nothing new. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Hi, Denise. Hi, everyone. Okay, so I can close that. Yay. Anybody got? Guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're getting so close to 1,000. My life's going to change when we get to 1,000 subscribers. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, YouTube just kind of opens up things for you as a creator on YouTube once you hit that 1,000 subscribers. So I want to get there, but in the meantime, we're doing what we do. We're having fun regardless of the fact that we're talking about murder. You know, the news, I don't watch the news. It's really depressing. And they don't really have much fun on the news. So at least I bring a little bit of comedy relief to these murder situations, you know, and we can be each other on the channel. This is a safe channel. You know, friends here, and you should feel comfortable talking about things. I have a jewelry website. I had these on yesterday. These are These are Ollie. So these are from like a local company. Her designed everything. I like to try things on before I put them on the website, um, just to make sure they're comfortable. Like these don't weigh anything. They look heavy. I thought they might be a little heavy, but they're actually very comfortable. The only thing I notice about having them on is occasionally they'll be like this, which hopefully I'm not walking around like that. Hi, Scout. Thank you. Yeah, vintageenvy.org. That's the jewelry site. Sign up for the newsletter. Today was my first newsletter off the website. So that was something else I've been learning and teaching myself how to do online, making newsletters and putting them on the website. Guys, a 55-year-old brain, still going, a little slower than a 30-year-old, but I'm still doing it, still doing it. So, oh, is the sound fading a little bit, Mary Ellen? Okay, that might be the software. That's the kind of stuff I'm worried about because I don't have that problem on YouTube. So right now I'm using the free version. I don't know if I get more bandwidth or something if I sign up for the paid one. We'll see. We'll go through this together. So yeah, I do need your feedback, you guys, if it's not sounding right, if it doesn't look right, or anything. Let's see. Oh, Robin's here somewhere. I see. Hey, Robin. Okay. So how many people do we have here? 16. So yesterday's show was pretty quiet. I mean, I wasn't quiet, but there were just a few of us, maybe 10 or so of us here. Um, I got really salty yesterday. I have some new information on these murderers. Interesting information too. So I think I might just uh, go over those situations again, and it's in regards to Delphi murders, as well as Kohberger, our favorite hamburger. Yesterday, I called him Pee Wee Herman. He reminds me of Pee Wee Herman a little bit, doesn't he? There's a picture of Bryan Kohberger with a bow tie on. He reminds me of Pee Wee Herman. Kind of a cross between Pee Wee Herman and a clown. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I saw a video on YouTube and it says quit apologizing. Okay? Quit apologizing. When I was in Germany, they're like, no, no, no. You don't say sorry. You don't say sorry. We don't have that word. Okay? We don't have that word in German. Don't say excuse me. Okay? Not English. You don't do that. I was horrified. I'm like, okay, sorry. Sorry. All right. So much to talk about. I'm so excited. Let me talk about something that I didn't mention yesterday. Where am I? So yesterday after the live show, was that one in the morning? That one was in the morning. I was on YouTube as I am, and I came across some videos and information about Vallow, the Vallow DAYBELL cough and all that situation. So I was a little caught off guard because video thumbnail, the picture that shows what the video is about, it looks like Alex Cox, Lori Vallow's brother, the one who killed Charles, and then he ended up dead, which I believe he was murdered. Um, it looked like two Alex sitting side by side on microphones. And I'm like, what is this? So I clicked on it, and it's actually Lori's other brother, Adam, their uncle, Rex. Looks like his last name is Connor. Rex Connor. They both look exactly like Alex Cox, the one who did the murders, the one who was murdered, Lori Vallow's brother. Sorry, my leg just the chair. So I watched some of these videos back at double the speed. I watch it quick. I find often people speak too slow, and I got to get through stuff. I got to get through videos, I gotta get through stuff, get it up online and things. So, um, what a weird situation to be in for these two guys. But the important thing I wanted to tell you about Adam and his uncle Rex, who's also Lori's uncle, um, they are legit okay. They're cool. They're fine. They're decent human beings. And that's kind of why I wanted to watch a little bit of these interviews they're doing. And what they're doing is they're promoting their 10 episode podcast. I don't know how to find podcasts. My husband's going to do it for me so I can listen to these podcasts. But there's 10 podcasts. They started yesterday. And then there's a book coming out. And the book, they are hoping it comes out the same day that Lori is sentenced. So she's been convicted. She has to go to court to see what her sentencing is. So that's at the end of this month, end of July. So they are hoping, fingers crossed, that their book comes out that same day. And they're in my honest opinion, as a psychic medium, they're not trying to get 15 minutes of fame, because what a horrible way to get it. They're decent human beings. As I said, all the money that they're making goes to their foundation that they're starting. I know a lot of people, um, kind of take money from their foundations, such as Meghan Markle. I have to say, allegedly does things like that. Yeah, and they're self-published, which is what I like. That's what I'm doing with both of my books, because you get to be more free. You get to be you. You're not told, "Ooh, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say this." No. I mean, there's still editors and things like that, but you have the free reign as a creator to have your book the way you want it, and that's what we want. We want the truth. Why do their feelings matter? Well, I think it matters to those victims who've been murdered. Not that they want vengeance. I need some more teeth. I'm making funny sounds. I'm sorry. They don't. The victims don't want payback. They don't want revenge. But it's sort of it just it's gonna make things better for everyone's mental health, because it doesn't just affect the Cox family and the Vallow family and the Daybell family. It affects the whole world, and we've talked about that. Something bad on the other side of the world affects us here. It really does, and it's a science fact. It's energies. There's stuff all around us all the time. Right now, there's spirits flying around me, and they're around you too. Just aren't quite as aware as I am. There's some stuff in the air. And you know what? If we can wirelessly charge a cell phone or some other device, don't tell me you don't believe in spirit and spirit energy. And I am getting the chills. I'm not sure who this is. I'm seeing Kylie, and I'm waiting to see. Hi, Donna. Glad you made it. I'm waiting to see if this is timely. Someone has come into my presence before. It's been a little while, but let's see. So anyway, so it's just a good thing. It's a good healing. I'm not used to the camera anymore. It's not quite apologize. And that's actually why I ended up writing my 2 books. Is it? And I didn't plan on it having any healing factors or anything, but it really, really helped me. And I know these 2 gentlemen, they co-wrote the book. They're excited about it. I'm sure if they're self-publishing, it will probably be on Amazon, maybe even as an ebook, but just keep an eye out for it. If you know how to find podcasts, I don't even know where to go. I don't know where to go to even find a podcast. Does this mean you need an iPod? I don't know. I honestly don't know. So you probably know, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what the podcast would be called, but the name is Adam Cross and Rex Connor. Hey, Team Dice Dude. Welcome. Come on in. Okay, thanks, Anna. I think it's the software. So if this particular software isn't going to work out for me, what that means is I have to dump StreamYard and find another one. Like I can't have caca. I want quality. I want quality. You guys deserve the best, and I want to give you the best quality. All right. Woo, sweaty. Sweaty. All right. So I am going to attempt to do something I've not ever done before, so I'm a little nervous. I want to talk about the Alexee Trevizo situation, 19-year-old who's accused of suffocating her newborn in a bag in the bathroom at the hospital in the ER. Not a good situation. I mentioned the other day that it might have just been yesterday. I'm not even sure. I had that baby in my presence, and he will probably come back in tonight because he was with me earlier today. And I'm talking about the newborn baby who was suffocated in a garbage bag in New Mexico. I'm getting the chills. I do believe this is the little guy coming back in. And he's getting in my body. He's got really confused news. And it's the kind of information, and I'm going to give you the information. It's the kind of information that's like, why would he say that? Why would he say he was murdered, but he's not upset? So we're going to get into that, okay? But I want to try and show you a little bit of clips here and there because I think when the trial starts, which is in October, I believe, I want you guys to be prepared for what I'm seeing psychically. And I want you to remember what this baby is telling me now when the trial happens and see if that plays out in the courtroom somehow. See if somehow this baby's desires come to fruition with his mother, with Alexee. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about that, but first I want you to watch the clip. I'm so excited. Okay, let me make sure I can do this. All right, I want to add the clip here. And before I press the play button, this is Alexee's mom, Rosa, the stepfather. This is the boyfriend, and the boyfriend's mother. Um, so let me do this. Let me go over here and I'm going to press play. Hopefully this is working. Okay, here we go.
Hi, Rosa?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Is this your family?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm Detective Gonzalez, Artesia Police Department.
Okay, hold on one second. I gotta close my other. I have to close YouTube real quick on that side. So I can turn that volume on. Okay.
What's gonna go on? Like, what can I be with her? Can
She's getting life flighted out right now.
okay,
So they're taking her right now.
okay,
I haven't spoke to her at all.
okay. So like, what's gonna go on? Like, what's gonna happen with her? Like,
So she's gonna get treatment before we even talk to her because she needs to be stabilized. So that's why she's getting life flighted out.
okay,
Once she gets stabilized, we'll try and talk to her. The baby's gonna go up north for autopsy. More likely, it'll be done within the next day.
is she gonna get detained after like she's released? How?
Get what?
Like, are y'all gonna take her into custody or anything like that? Like,
That depends on what the DA finds. We have to wait for the autopsy to come back to see what happened. Because right now, with how everything happened, we're going to do an investigation, get more information from the OMI, Office of Medical Investigator up north. And with that, we present that to the DA, see what the DA wants to do with charges, if any at all.
Okay. So they already took her out.
No, she's getting life flighted. She's right now being set up to go to the.
What happens?
What do you mean?
Before the DA makes a decision or that?
It should be pretty soon they make a decision. Because with the age of the decedent, they usually expedite autopsy reports and such. With normal people that pass naturally at home, it takes a couple months for us to get reports back. Stuff like this, we'll get it back pretty soon.
Okay.
So
Still moving, they don't know.
we don't.
Okay, so did you catch that the stepdad, he says, is the baby stillborn or what happened? And Rosa kind of turns to his side a little bit and she says something and I can't quite catch and understand what she's saying. But I think she's saying like, we don't know yet or something. But this poor guy, he's clearly been in the dark. And I guess Alexee, started wearing the baggy clothes when she started showing and just really, really trying to conceal her body. All right, let's keep going.
No, that's why he'll be going up north. Has y'all's information been taken yet?
He took my driver's license. He took her driver's license.
Okay.
My phone number.
This is the stepfather.
My phone number. Yeah.
So, even though she's of age, if she's not available to be contacted, can we put you down as next of kin for all mine? Okay. And you'd be grandmother?
I'm mom.
So you'd be
mom.
You'd be the decedent's grandmother.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
So that's her boyfriend.
Mr. Boyfriend, do you have a driver's license?
Look at this stepdad's face.
And is the address on you current on the driver's license? Because determining on what the OMI does, if she's still in medical, and they do release the infant back, it'll have to be released somebody. It'll be up to OMI who they determine next of kin is. Maybe the parents, but maybe you. Okay, so that's why we're gonna get everyone's information. I'm just gonna run your name through the special on radio. Okay, so I'm just gonna call. And
to me, I mean, you guys put it in the comments what you think, but to me, the boyfriend's mom. Hi, Candy. The boyfriend's mom looks horrified. I don't think she knew anything. And I think the boy knew, but you know what? Even as a 55-year-old, there's some things sometimes as adults we just can't process. We just can't do it. And as a young kid, he's probably like 18 or so. He's probably crapping in his pants. I mean, my father was a teenage high school father. They had my brother when they were 17, and then I came a year later. So this happens. This kind of stuff does happen. But the mother-in-law, if you will, the boyfriend's mom, just psychically reading her, I look at her and I see a woman who's freaking out inside, who probably wants to scream and yell and go, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean she had a baby? What do you mean? What? I mean, truly, truly in shock, this woman. So now the police officer, he's going to take the boy's ID. He's going to go call it in. But let me fast forward this just a little because there's some more interesting things that come up. So let me find where I want to start this again. All right, here we go.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Thank you.
As soon as they're done with her, like if everything's okay, will I be able to bring her home with me?
Yes.
I will?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know where she'll be going.
With me? To
No.
my house. I mean, like.
When she gets lightheaded.
okay.
I don't know which one.
They told me Loveless
Regional.
Yeah.
Loveless Regional?
Yeah.
That's my card.
Okay.
Keep a hold of me.
Okay.
So if she stays at Loveless and then she gets released, she can go back to y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll be in touch with you to try and set up an interview with her.
Okay.
Would y'all mind talking to me later when y'all are okay?
Yeah, I was with her. I know she talked to him for a while on the phone, and then she came to me. So I've been with her the rest of the time.
Today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what did she come here for that she told you?
She told me she had back pain.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Has she been having back pain before?
Yeah, she's pain for her and her hips is no. I mean, she was born with like her. I don't know. It's like crooked.
Her spine?
Okay, because my ex-husband, he hit me. He beat me whenever I was pregnant with her. So she was early. So she had some problems with her.
Girl, I'm sorry. It's hard not to be judgy, you guys, sometimes, but we don't need to hear about your husband beating you. We don't need to hear about that. And I'm not saying this woman's a bad person. I don't know. Maybe she's in shock, but that's just a really weird thing to me to say.
Her hips, like I always had to take her to chiropractor to get adjusted because she couldn't use, like, she was always getting constipated, like she had to get lined up, whatever. So, I mean, I've been taking her to chiropractor because I always thought, well, this time, I didn't know. I honestly didn't know she was pregnant. I didn't know. I just thought, like she said, I have back pain more. My hips are hurting me. I think I need to go to the chiropractor. I said, okay, let's go tomorrow. But she was like in really a lot of pain, and
When did it start?
Like the pain?
Yes.
Yesterday she said it was really bad, that her hips were hurting and her back. And then last night we're on the phone together and she said her hips were hurting bad. I said, ask her if anything else is hurting. And she said just everything. And she went to sleep.
but she's a cheerleader too, so she's big in cheers. They have cheer competition. She works out. I mean,
And she's been active this whole
yeah,
time?
she's been active this whole time
And who does she live with?
with me.
So
Her
she's
parents. Oh, that's yeah, 'cause she's in school. She's a senior. So,
And how long have y'all been together?
Almost 2 years.
2 years? Okay. So I'm not trying to be rude, but you are more than likely would be the father? Okay.
yes.
It's,
No. We get
Sometimes
it.
it happens. So with everything that comes with that, gets a little shaky when it's newborn, stuff like that. But with like death certificates, stuff.
So I'm just shocked. I'm shocked that there's not much talk about the baby. How far along was she, do you think? You know, at this point, I don't know if they know that it was a boy. They might know. But I'm telling you psychically right now, I do believe that the mother-in-law, if you will, the boy's mother, I think there's going to be some legal repercussions that she's going to place against these other people here. And again, I am not saying any of these people are bad people, but what I want to say about this mother's behavior is obviously Alexee was not comfortable telling her mom, number one, that she's having sex, and number two, that she's pregnant. Why is that? Probably because the mom, Rosa, wanted her daughter to have a better life than herself. She wanted Alexee to go to college, which she was supposed to start, I think, next month. That's not going to happen. This is like the polar opposite of a mother, such as some of these other parents that I've talked about in these other cases who don't care about their kids at all. They drop them off to get murdered. They don't care that they're out at midnight or 2 a.m. in the morning. They don't care that they drop them off at the mall and, you know, never see them again or whatever. So this is like the opposite of that. Unfortunately, this isn't an ideal way to raise your daughter because, in my opinion, intercourse shouldn't be made out to be such an evil thing to the point where these young girls end up doing this kind of thing. And I am by no means saying that she did the right thing. Obviously, no. As I said, I would have taken that baby myself, even if it was permanent, temporary, whatever. I would have helped. You know, all of us would have helped. We know that. Donate. Everyone that goes without saying. But the psychology behind the parenting of that Rosa does with Alexee backfired. You know, we were all young once. You know, and I understand Rosa trying to protect because I'm like that with my kids. But at the end of the day, you gotta let them go. They're gonna make mistakes. That's how they learn. If they're gonna have sex, they're gonna have sex. You know, unfortunately, yes, sometimes that does lead to pregnancy. I have a lot of feelings coming right now. I got spirit talking to me, so let me see. I'm just really bothered by the fact it seems like stepfather is very concerned about the baby. Something strange I heard was, and this is a little graphic, so if you don't want to hear anything graphic about childbirth, please turn off the volume or whatever. But this is going to be important, and this is going to be talked about in the trial. I guarantee you this is going to be brought up because it shows how Alexee hid evidence. This is part of tampering with evidence. And I have another quick clip I'm going to show you in a moment. But Alexee gave birth, and she also gave birth to the placenta. That's not easy. I just, this poor girl, what she went through. I mean, again, she's, in my opinion, she is a murderer, okay? She had to rip and tear that thing and flush it each, you know, up down the toilet. How many times did she flush the toilet? The bathroom was clearly a crime scene. As I've mentioned before, as a woman, and I've had 3 kids, sometimes messy, ugly things happen with our bodies down there, and it can get messy just even without a pregnancy. She took out her own placenta because when she went back to the emergency room, her room where she was sitting in bed, they did an ultrasound and there was no placenta in there. And they're like, why is this girl bleeding so profusely? I mean, she could really, really have potentially even put her own life in danger. Having a baby's a big deal. I mean, I almost bled to death with my first pregnancy. So the second pregnancy, they had blood ready. You know, these are dangerous things. And to me, that just instills how scared this girl was of her mom. I would hate that. I would hate that my kids can't talk to me. I mean, for me personally, I was so, I've always been so encouraging to my kids to tell me the truth, you know, and just to talk to me, tell me anything you want to talk about. That sometimes I'm like, oh God, TMI. I don't need to know all of that. I'm sorry, that's too much for me. I don't say that to them, but it's like, ugh, all right, you know, thanks for sharing. But sometimes, no one's a perfect parent. I know that. I'm just saying, if you're a parent and you have daughters, whether they're little kids right now, they grow up fast, maybe you're going through situations with your teenage daughter now, please don't make her feel like a failure if she's having sex. Take care of her. Make sure she's got her protection. Take her to the doctor. Make sure she's healthy down there. And, you know, every child is different, even with the own family. Maybe you have 4 kids. 2 of them are like this, 2 are like that. You know what I'm saying? It should be very individualized parenting per kid. And again, I'm not saying any of these parents, any of these people are bad people whatsoever. I think they are going through something they absolutely never expected to happen. And that's really unfortunate. But I do want to show you one other clip. So let me get rid of that one. Look, I did it. Is it working? Okay, let me see if I can do this. Okay, I want to. Oops, that's the wrong one. Okay, I'm not sure how to do this. Let me. Close that. Come over here. Let me close that one. Okay. Sorry, give me a second. I'm trying to figure out how. Okay, there we go. Share screen. Okay. Okay. So this next clip is just real short. This is the body camera of the cops at Alexee's house when they come to collect her to take her to jail. I want you to listen to Rosa again. Okay, this is mom. This is mom. This is in New Mexico. This is their house there. Let me just move things around a little. Okay, sorry. I don't know if I like this camera too. It's a little grainy for me, so I might have to get a new camera to go on top of the computer. So thanks for your patience. All right, so let me change this to that, and then go from over here. All right, so have a listen to this quick clip.
I will bring her out. Just tell me what's going on.
For her arrest.
Okay.
I give it to her whenever
Can I see
she can see the warrant. She gets arrested.
you? This is my house. I have a right to see the warrant.
I'm letting you know she has a warrant for her arrest. We don't have a search warrant for your house. We have a warrant for her arrest.
Okay, then we see the warrant.
Yeah, once we
She gets a copy of it.
Can I go up there when you take her up there?
You can go to the detention. Do you know where it is?
Everything?
It's
Okay,
nowhere.
so what is she under arrest for?
She's over 18. She's got a copy.
I understand that,
Right.
Detective Gonzalez.
Right.
What is she under arrest for?
She is warrant for arrest. Okay?
For what?
That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay?
What do you mean that's all you're going to tell me?
I mean, she's over the age of 18.
I understand that, but I have a right to know as well.
We'll tell you that. But we
Okay, then let me know now.
need the cooperation.
Let me know now. I'm giving you the cooperation. I told you answer my question. What is she under arrest for?
Like I said, she's over the age of 18. Like, that we can't really put that information. But bring her out here. We'll tell you.
What is she under arrest
Bring her out here,
for?
we'll tell you right now.
No, I'm not bringing her out here yet. Let me know what she's under arrest
She's gonna
for.
get arrested regardless. I don't know why.
For what? For what? For what?
You okay with telling
Yeah,
us?
go ahead.
Tell me.
Homicide. Open count of homicide. And tampering with evidence.
Tampering with evidence
Yes.
at the hospital?
Yes.
So, can we say her name?
Yeah, so first degree murder and tampering with evidence. Because the baby was in the bag. She puts that evidence in the garbage. And I don't know if the placenta is also a part of the tampering with evidence part. But I definitely think that is going to be brought up. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm nobody. I'm just a psychic. Okay. But thanks, Scout. I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. Woo! So I think that's going to be the, I was going to say something, but probably I shouldn't say. That's going to seal her fate, I think, is she knew what she was doing. She flushed everything down the toilet instead of saying, hey, help. I think that's a baby that just came out of me. I'm not sure. I'm bleeding all over the place. I don't know what this thing is that came out after that. I don't know. But it really, really, really shows how she was trying to get rid of the evidence. It's clear as day. But what I want to tell you, this is going to get a little emotional, okay? This is pure psychicness. This is not facts. What I'm going to tell you, I cannot prove to you or anyone else, okay? But I'm going to tell you anyway because it's the truth, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to give you the good news, and the good news is, here comes the baby again. Okay, hold on a second. Spirit's telling me a lot of things, and I'm trying to figure out how to say it. There's a lot of grace on the other side. On the other side, once we pass, is all love. There's no jealousy. There's no hate. There's none of that. So should we be surprised when we have murder victims come forward to people like me and tell people, I'm gone. I'm dead. You know what? It's fine. I was there. I died. And now I'm here. It's okay. I'm all right. Don't spend the rest of your life paying the price for this. Whoever it was. This baby is telling me, I'm going to get rid of this. This little baby. Okay. Now here's another thing. I'm going to interrupt myself. Audrey, it was a baby. He couldn't talk. How can you tell me that this child is talking to you? He couldn't even speak. Well, that's how it works. That's how it works. I channel adults who couldn't speak because they were in a coma or whatever. I'm the voice. I'm the voice for these people. It's important. It's important that we hear their voice. And as much as I love to hate bad people and murderers, Spirit always says, don't That's on you. If you want to hate people, go ahead. But honestly, you know better. Except Hamburger. I'm going to hate him. I don't care. This little baby shows me, he took me through his passing, okay? If this is triggering for you, I apologize. Turn me off for 5 minutes or something. But I think we need to understand about victims such as this infant. This infant told me, he says, none of us remember. He's pointing at me. You don't remember being born. You don't remember being in your mom's stomach. You don't remember being pushed out and all that trauma. He says it's terrible, but that's why we don't remember it. It's painful. It's terrifying even. And so he says, what this baby says is, I came out. I'm still traumatized from the birth itself. My body was. And then I went into the bag, and it kind of just extended the agony a little bit, but then he was gone and back up to the other side. So my point is, he didn't suffer. He didn't suffer any more than the suffering we each go through during our birth when we're born. Thank you, Scout, for putting that up there. Thank you so much for putting that up there. I'm going to put it, look, I can do this. Look, Scout, look what I did. There's the information for the podcast for Lori Vallow's brother and uncle. And I am just a child lover, okay? You guys know that about me. I am a child lover. I am the mother to all. If I see a child in public and something's going on, guess who's stepping in? Guess who's going to confront the parents or whoever is giving that kid a bad time or whatever? If there's a child not wearing a seatbelt, guess who's calling the police? Oh, that's me. That's me. It's hard for me to hear some of this information from spirit because we don't understand. We just don't understand it. I'm going to get very personal for a moment. And again, if this is triggering, it might make me cry because this is my own story. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. You may want to judge me. If you want to judge me for this, you go right ahead and judge me. It's not going to change who I am, and I know the truth. The death of this baby, of Alexee Trevizo's baby, is basically equal to an abortion. It is. How many of us have done that? The good news is every single baby that's come into my presence during a private reading for a woman who's been aborted says, I love that woman. That was my mother. I understand why she did what she did. It was, please don't judge her. And I understand that because spirit takes me. Okay, listen to this. Spirit takes me to the other side. It may look like I'm sitting here right now, but throughout this broadcast, I've been gone because spirit takes me out. Spirit also comes in. And it's all a split second. It's all a split second. You can't tell anything's different because it's a fraction of a second. But in that fraction of a second, I know what they're talking about. I know what they feel. I know what they're talking about forgiveness and no judgment and just let it go. And that's a hard freaking thing to accept as a woman. No guilt. That's what I want to tell you. No guilt. So we have Alexee's mom. I feel sorry for the mom. I really do. It's an unfortunate situation. I don't know how I would handle that situation. My daughter doesn't want kids. She's 29 and she's already taking care of that. She's not having kids. She's made that clear. So she did what she wanted to do to prevent herself from ever getting pregnant. I don't like that at all. That hurts me very much. But you know what? She's an adult. She got to choose that for herself. We don't always like everyone's decisions. So that court date trial starts in October. So you know I'm going to be following that one. What I will do is have it play live on screen, like right now, I have me half and half on the screen. We'll watch it. You can see my reaction at the same time. You guys can put your reactions at the same time. Okay, let me read Michelle's question. And look, watch Michelle, watch. I'm going to put Michelle's question right there. The baby was full term, though. He was born, took a breath, possibly. Not the same as an abortion. Yeah, I know. I am not saying that murder. I'm not saying, Michelle, what Alexee did is the same as an abortion. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying in similarity is the soul, the spirit itself, the entity. It's the same sort of process for them. So they just go straight back. In other words, they're not really suffering. So that's all. So no, you kill a child, you go to jail, you go to prison. It's not the same as an abortion. 100%. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the emotional trauma for the spirit, for the soul. I hope that clears that up. So no murder, no. Alexee needs to go to prison. That's for sure. 100%. Okay. Let's see. All right. If you were not here yesterday, one second. I was talking about Bryan Kohberger, Bryan Hamburger. Oh, that man. So you know how the defense team and all the bandwagon of Bryan Kohberger supporters, it's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. Whatever. Everyone tries to paint this really sad story for him because he was a drug addict and he was heavy set and he had to lose weight and he got bullied. How many of us got bullied? I got bullied. I still get bullied sometimes. Everyone gets bullied. I'm sorry. Don't put yourself as a bully victim and then commit murder because of it. It doesn't work that way. Hi, Kay. I found out, though, and this kind of goes back, right, Susanna? Susanna got bullied. And you know what? I'm going to interrupt myself again. Okay, you know how Spirit tells me, like, oh, Audrey, don't be so hateful. No, I'm sorry, Spirit. I'm gonna be a bitch. Okay, there's just certain things that are no. Certain things I'm gonna insist on. I saw one of my bullies on Facebook years ago, and she's like, oh, hi. I'm like, excuse me? Oh, no. Hello, bully. I called her out. And you want to know what she told me? Oh, well, I'm Christian now. I don't give a shit. How about I'm sorry? She didn't even apologize. So, I mean, we all get bullied. It doesn't seem to really go away too much because it's like, it's just life. Life doesn't go away. That's when the bullying's going to go away, when our life goes away. So anyone who thinks you can commit crimes because you've been bullied, knock it off. Just stop it. Where was I? What was I saying? Oh, so Bryan Hamburger was arrested in 2014. Mr. Sad story. Mr. bullied by all the jocks or whatever, whomever. He got arrested. His father turned him in to the police. Bryan got arrested for stealing an iPhone. The iPhone belonged to Bryan's sister. And he sold it. I guess it was worth about $400. He sold it for $200. He did it with a friend. So he already had an arrest record, Bryan Hamburger. I just want to remind everyone about what Bryan Kohberger, that other murder on the East Coast, Dana Smithers, he had nothing to do with that, okay? I'll give him that. He did not kill that lady, Dana Smithers. And I've said that from the day that came out on social media. No, he had nothing to do with that. But I do believe if he, for some odd reason, doesn't spend the rest of his life in jail, prison, whatever, he'll do it again. He's not safe. Do you want him in your community? Can you imagine? Oh, Candy, I'm so sorry. Oh, Candy. Oh, Candy, can I just put this up here? Can we all just say a little prayer, a little hug, virtual hug for Candy? She lost her daughter. And I knew that already, but this is the kind of stuff that makes me wonder, how do we continue on? How do we go through these things and continue? But you know what? We have to. We have to keep getting out of bed in the morning. Candy, I'm so sorry. That just makes me so upset. And her daughter would be 29. So happy birthday to her, Candy. And I know, and here goes the tears. Candy, I want to give Candy a few minutes here. Candy, I hope you still celebrate her birthday. I hope you still talk to her like she's physically still there. I'm sure she's there. And I want to talk to you for a few minutes to see if she will come into my presence, because I would really love to give you that for her birthday as a gift for you, Candy. There's no comforting words for something like this, is there? But hold on, Candy. I want to see. I see somebody. I just want to try and tune into whoever this is right here. I'm not sure if this is your daughter or not. But Candy, I hope you feel her around you. Do you ever smell her, Candy, or hear music, that some type of music that she would play that wasn't really your kind of music? Because I'm hearing music. I'm hearing a kind of music that I don't think I would like either. And it's like she's in her bedroom and it's like, turn it down. Turn down that music. So I do feel like she's still in the home that she was living in. Yeah. We're here for you, Candy. Candy, where do you live? What state do you live in? Where are you? Candy, I will say this. I don't want to get too personal because this is your child and not everything is everyone's right to hear about your child who's gone. But I feel her vibrancy. I feel her thirst for life. I feel what the world lost. I feel what we all lost by her early passing, if that makes sense. She wanted to do great things. She had the plans. She had the brain. She had the talent. I'm getting the chills. I'm getting the full-blown chills right now. So Candy, do you mind telling me where you live, Candy? Like what state, what part of the U.S.? I think you're in the U.S. I think you are. So that's the latest on Kohberger. I know there are some legal things going on. There's some new legal documents that came out yesterday, I think. But like I said, I would like to bring you the meat or mashed potatoes or whatever that expression is, the meat and potatoes of the situation. So you don't have to pilfer through the entire internet or entire YouTube, millions of videos trying to find out the dirt, the real information that you guys want. Oh, thanks, Scout. Yeah, that's my jewelry website. Vintage designer jewelry. We gotta have a little fun. We're girls. And also I mentioned yesterday about the Delphi case, which I take that very personal. I just have, I've had Libby and Abby in my presence, and their energy it's disappointment. And I'll say what they told me. I'll tell you again what Libby and Abby told me. They're like, yeah, we were murdered. Well, there goes that. There goes my plans. kind of thing. I mean, they're not suffering in any way, but they're like, well, that sucked. You know, I thought I'd get more time than 14 years on the planet. But their murderer, and I'm not going to say alleged, the man killed them. And I knew it was him. Oh, Denise, can you just message me on Instagram, Denise? That way I can look at it later through Instagram. Just message me whatever you want on Instagram, and I'll reply to you through Instagram. Okay. Thanks. So yeah, I just pissed off the entire state of Indiana because I said from the beginning it was Bridge Guy. Okay, it was Bridge Guy, and it was the thing that told me it was him was his voice. I could hear the murder in his voice. It was him. So, oh, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I just don't want people all knowing, you know, everyone's business. I mean, we're all friends here, but we gotta have some private things on the side to talk about. So Richard M. Allen, the murderer, who's decided to stop eating so that we'll feel sorry for him. Believe me, ladies, he doesn't feel bad. He feels bad. He got caught. Okay, that's the truth. Well, he used to drive across state lines to Illinois and work at Walmart over there, and his coworkers used to call him Little Dicky. So I like that name for him, Little Dicky. And he has shrunk. I mean, he used to be heavy set. Now he's not. Now he's Little Dicky. And we should not feel sorry for him if he chooses to deprive his body of food and nutrients. That's his right. If that's how he wants to go out, let him go out. Do you want to pay for all his expenses for the next however many years that he's in prison? Let him go. He's enjoying the attention he's getting by not eating. And as I said, I hope they don't take Little Dicky and put a straitjacket on him and force him to eat. That is not necessary, and that really is disrespectful to his murder victims and any of his victims. He deserves to suffer. Let him suffer. Don't try and keep him alive or encourage him by force to eat. Don't do it. Let it go. Let him go. Like I said, I wish we had some things like we had in the old days, hundreds of years ago, before any of us were around, you know, like dropping murders off on an island somewhere. Let them battle it out. Let them battle it out. Let them, you know, that show Naked and Afraid? Let them do that. Just, if they survive, they survive. If they don't, that's fine too. I am such a naughty psychic. I'm salty. I can't pretend. Okay, that's the thing. I can't pretend. I can't do it. Okay. And I wanted to touch on briefly, I see that we're at about an hour, so I can go on for just a little bit longer, but I did talk about Princess Diana and Meghan Markle and Harry, and I did get some comments. I don't know how to find them exactly back online, but the comments were basically, yeah, Meghan's effing with Harry, you know, she's playing him, and yeah, it doesn't take a psychic to know a lot of these different things that are going on in the world. And I just want to say, as a psychic medium, it's people like Meghan Markle who give people like me a bad rap. Because it has been shown to me Meghan Markle does not hear back from Diana. Diana does not talk to Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle apparently does not have the skill or ability to channel. All right. So why is she saying that Diana's talking to her? Because she's a liar. It's simple. She's lying. How can she lie? Because the essence of speaking to spirit is something we can't prove. So what is Megan saying? Well, disprove it then. Disprove that I am not talking to Diana and Diana's not talking to me. That's Megan. That's what Megan's saying. Prove it. Diana herself was an empath, and do you think Diana's crazy because she would talk to spirits? I can talk to spirits too. She's full of it. She is full of it. And it's a shame, it's a shame. And she's only doing it to keep Harry under her thumb. And as I've said, I'm not a Harry fan. I think he's a spoiled little brat. I know he's like 40, but he's a spoiled little brat that he's always been. He just is. Why lie? I mean, of course, I love England. I love the royal family, but I have opinions. I don't love everybody. I just don't. I don't even like everybody. Yeah, how could you do this? But this is what she does. This is what she does to all the men that come in her life. She sucks the life out of them, gets what she wants. And, I hate that she's close by to me. She's in Southern California. I hate knowing that. I hate knowing that Harry's close by. I just don't like it. Honestly, I wish they would have just stayed in the UK. And I know the UK people aren't sad that Meghan left. Before they got married, I would be in England and people are like, oh, tell us about Meghan Markle. I'm like, I never heard of the girl. No one at home knows who she is. No one. Americans did not know who Meghan Markle is. Maybe Canadians do or did. I don't know. She's shut. Us women, we see it. We know what kind of woman she is. We're all knowing of that. Oh, Robin, yeah, about how does Diana feel about her grandkids? She loves them. She loves them. She has a lot of positive things that she shows me about George, who I love, that little boy. Oh my God, I love him so much. Donna, I haven't heard of that case, but let me write it down. What's going on out there in Utah and Idaho? My God. Aren't these supposed to be safe places to live? All right, I'll have to look into that one, Donna, but I will. I am happy to look into that. They are, aren't they, darling? I just love Charlotte. I love Charlotte so much. Oh, here's something. I have not said this at all. I don't think, maybe, but I don't think so. I'm going to say it now. Listen. Listen, because this is gonna come out at some point in someone's book or somewhere, and you're gonna go, oh my God, Audrey was right. Okay? Here, listen to this. This is Diana telling me this. And here comes Diana. Diana's getting in my body. Diana says, Meghan Markle wants Louis, Prince Louis, removed from the line of succession because he's on the spectrum. I swear to God. Can you believe it? Who would say that? that? Who would talk? Who would have that conversation? She wants him gone because then that pushes up Harry, pushes up her kids. She's diagnosing little Prince Louis. She says he's on the spectrum, and she wants him removed from the line of succession. How awful. What an awful, awful soul this woman is. It's just shocking. And I think Diana shows me, she's just telling me this now. She's not told me this before, but she's saying as Meghan continues to get more and more desperate, her behavior is going to get more and more strange, more and more shocking. I know, Susanna, exactly. Everyone's on the spectrum these days. Who even cares? I mean, so many people are on the spectrum and they function totally fine. So what? You know, let's pull up her diseases and whatever she has going on, or Harry's. You know, Harry's an alcoholic. Let's take him out of the line of succession. You want to get personal, Harry and Meghan? Then let's do that. Unreal. And remember when Harry and Meghan were in New York City and they were having that car chase? If you've been to New York, Scout can tell you, you can't do that. You just can't. It's bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper through the entire Manhattan area. Anyway, the photos that were taken, Harry demanded that all the photos be returned to him from all the paparazzi. I demand that your pictures are removed from you, from your hands. Yeah, smiley face. I don't know. Let me see. Let me put smiley face's little. There. Can you see it? Is it showing up? Okay. What is going on? Why do we have so many people doing this? Killing kids. You know, what's his face? The other murderer. Oh gosh. Chad Dorman. Where's the camera? Chad Dorman. I watched him get processed and he looked fine. He looked like, I just need a shower. I'll be fine. You know, put me in my cell. What time is dinner? This is the guy in Ohio who assassinated his 3 kids, his 3 boys, one in the house. Then he shot one as the one was running out the house. Then he grabbed the other baby from the mom. Horrible. Do you like my accent? Yeah, he seems fine. Why does he seem okay? Hi, Karen. Why does Chad Dorman seem okay? I said because he's inbred. But even if you're inbred, you don't have the right to kill people. I'm sorry, you just don't. I mean, maybe that's why inbreeding's illegal. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's hard to watch. Those little boys look just like Benjamin when Benjamin was little. My little Benny, he had that short blonde hair and just super cute. So I don't know. We have a cross between crazy people, evil. There's a lot of garbage that goes on around the world. But there's also a lot of good, and we have to remind each other of that. And demand justice. There's no justice for murder, but we want justice in the courtroom. We want the most severe punishment for whatever crimes are being committed by whomever. I want the most extreme punishment, whether it's death sentence, life in prison. I don't care. Cut off their hands, whatever. I don't care. Audrey, this is America. We don't do that. Yeah, I know. I was born here. I know that. Yeah, I still don't care. When these are mostly men. I know there's some women that do things too, but the majority are men. What does that mean? Our men need some help. I don't know, Donna. I don't know how that Ohio mom, how does she freaking go on with her life? How does she get out of bed? She's ruined. She's destroyed. She's going to have PTSD. Well, she has it, I'm sure. I mean, it's unimaginable. Unimaginable. So many things. So if this new software thing I'm doing works out, like I said, I'm going to start streaming live. If I can do courtrooms like during the day, if I can, I know how to do it now. I can live stream live court hearings and stuff going on while being on the internet with you guys at the same time. I'm going to do that. But I think I kind of also want to do some sort of reaction videos, whether it's a crime video or ghost video. I like talking about spirits. I just do. They're amazing. So I kind of just want to watch some ghost videos maybe and weigh in on if I think they're real or not, that kind of thing. I don't know. We can try different things out. You guys let me know what you like. Yeah, it's a busy time though, in the crime world. But I think more and more people are getting savvy and intolerant of these crimes. So that's a positive thing. Like Maddie's father, Mr. Gonzalez, unfortunately, like Mr. Glass, or is it Glass? Sometimes parents do have to get laws changed. Then that's what you do. It won't ever bring the loved one back, but at least, it's something. It's something. You can't just not do anything. You have to do something. Oh, the cemetery. No, I haven't. Have not been to the cemetery. Yeah, we can watch trials together for sure. I don't mind going to cemeteries. I actually feel very comfortable at a cemetery. I feel comforted at cemeteries. Like this week, I'm going to go up to where my grandma, my Okie grandma, my grandma from Oklahoma, I'm going to go to her grave, and I bought some of those solar lights. I'm going to put the solar lights near her grave area and some fake flowers and stuff, and just kind of spruce it up. I know she's not in there. She's not in the box, but her bones are in the box. So, and I know she's around. My grandma, oh God, that woman. I think I'm probably a lot like her. Fruit fly, any haunted places in your area? Yeah. I don't know. Only ones that I think I've seen on TV. I don't want to necessarily put myself in a dangerous situation though with spirits, because a lot of these haunted places do have negative spirits, which I prefer not to be involved in. Okay. I mean, there's dead people everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. especially in California. You know, we have a lot of Native American land here, and I'll tell you, the Native American people have the strongest energy. It's really interesting. Let's see. Okay, Robin, let me put your. Oops, that's not the one I meant. Sorry. Hold on. Okay. Robin's asking, do I have any feeling about if they will demolish the house or not from the Idaho 4? They want to. It's in the plans. I don't want them to. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Don't do it. Don't do it. As a juror, I don't want to go in the house. Why are they demolishing it? To get rid of the evidence. Someone turned on, okay, hold on. Look, I'm doing it. I'm doing fancy things. Okay. The other night, someone turned on my husband's Xbox. Ugh. Those are really easy for spirits to turn on. Who was I talking to? Oh, I was talking to my friend Teresa yesterday. Her dad, who's gone, he was a jokester anyway, but he turns his bed on and off. He had one of those adjustable beds, and she was telling me the activity that's been going on in her house in San Jose. She's like, oh, he's turning on the bed. He's making it go up and down, and oh my God, just stop. It's noisy and stuff. Usually it's playful behavior when these electronics turn themselves, well, when spirit turns these things on and stuff. Yesterday, I was filming. When I was filming, let's see, I don't know if you can see over this way. There's a door right there. I had that door open, and I'm like, I swear to God, if I see a freaking face come through that door or a spirit, I'm gonna be angry. Don't scare me. I get scared. It's bad enough I talk to them, but I don't want to see them. That scares me. It does. But yeah, my hubby and I, we've had some activity in this house a little bit, and it's okay. It's okay. It's a friendly, hey, I'm here, or hey, did you know I'm here? But like I said, before we go, let me just remind everyone.
Hey, Skitty Cat. We're back from the
Oh my God, my husband's scaring me. You're back from the pub? Okay, I'm wrapping up, honey. Oh my God, see, he's listening to me, so he knew if he came in, he would give me a freaking heart attack. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I thought I was gonna see a face come on the side of that door. Oh, okay, Candy. I'm just gonna write that down, Candy. My son's fiance lives in Michigan. I'm not sure where at. Anyway, don't forget to celebrate your loved ones who were passed. Have those anniversary gifts, party cake, whatever, birthday cake, Christmas. You need to still celebrate them because they're still around. And I know it's out of sight, out of mind, but it doesn't need to be that way. So while we're all left behind, that's kind of what it feels like. Let's make the best of it while we're here. This is the hard part here. This is the hard part. It's not hard being on the other side. That's easy. It's heaven. It's glorious. It's happy. It's something, so amazing that spirits can't even explain. So we are here for each other. And that's very, very important because we do need that friendship and fellowship to get through it. It's a tough life for everyone, even those who have billions of dollars and whatever. Things happen and they have problems too, but we got each other. So that's awesome. Okay, you guys, thanks so much. I hope you like this technology and thanks for your patience while I get other new devices and microphones and stuff I need for the show. So fun things coming. So I'm looking forward to our future here on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and thank you to Scout. Thank you so much, Scout. I couldn't do this without you. It wouldn't be half the show that it is if Scout wasn't here. So thank you. Thank you to Scout. Denise, text me on Instagram. Everyone else, I'll see you real soon. All right, you guys, take care. Have a happy and safe 4th of July.